Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Etanyos here, and today we're going to be starting a brand new career mode series. And yeah, it's going to be on FIFA 17. The game's been out for a little while, yeah, I know. But we're going to be playing as Inter Milan, as you can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail of the video. But yeah, guys, today we're just going through kind of getting the career mode set up. We're going to do a couple of transfers and buys, as well as the preseason tournament. And guys, remember, I am playing on Xbox 360, so these features just got added. I know it's kind of old, but yeah, we're going to take the tournament invite here. I was kind of unsure at the time when I was recording this if I wanted to take it or not, but yeah, we're going to take the tournament. It's a way that we could, potentially earn some extra money towards our budget. But guys, we are also going to be using the financial takeover in this career mode, so I think we do end up playing in the Asian Elite Cup just because it pays the most money. And yeah, you guys can see in the recording I couldn't really make up my mind, but it's no big deal. The way this career mode is going to work is I'll be trying to post these videos more so on weekends than any other time. I'll be doing most of my recording and editing and uploading on weekends, but it really will just determine how busy I am. But there you can see we've got 118 million euros for our financial takeover, so a very nice budget to work with. The players in FIFA 17 are so much more expensive to transfer and do stuff like that than they were in FIFA 16, but I think we do have a pretty solid team for the most part. And yeah, just to make our team even better, we're gonna do training, obviously. I didn't have training last year in FIFA 16 for Xbox 360, but it's no big deal. We'd be taking. I was still kind of just getting used to the training at this point, so I ended up kind of switching around some players and stuff like that in the training. But we'd be training Icardi and João Mario. I can't remember what the drills were, but there's some young prospects on this team that we could grow into some very, very high potential players if we keep working on them. And yeah, guys, that's kind of just going to be what this career mode's about. We're probably going to play a couple seasons of this career mode just until we made Inter Milan possibly one of the best teams in this career mode. So I think for the most part, guys, I am going to simulate games. The only games I won't play will be against big teams like Juventus and Roma, and maybe like Napoli. We'll probably play the Milan derby as well against AC Milan. And yeah, there you can see we finished our training. Most of our players got C's. There was a B and a D, I think, as well. But yeah, just moving on from there, guys, we'd be jumping into the first game of the Asian Elite Cup, and of course we'd end up drawing against Man City, like possibly the hardest team to play against this year. But we actually would draw 1-1. Jovetic would come off the bench and score, and we'll pretty much get the 1 point that our team probably didn't deserve for the most part. And yeah, then we'd be moving on to the second game of this tournament. This is just round robin. It was against Dortmund, and I think we did end up doing pretty well in this game. I think we would end up winning 1-0. Icardi would score the only goal, and Dortmund somehow, with Royce and Aubameyang and Götze and Dembele, wouldn't be able to answer back. And yeah, guys, just getting there into the last minutes of the game, it's really looking like there wasn't a chance for Dortmund. They were pretty much silent the whole game, and we'd take a 1-0 win. So a good performance. Man City somehow lost to a I don't even know where that team's from. They lost to a no-name team, and Wolfsburg ended up beating PSG. But just it was a pretty crazy preseason tournament, just the way everything ended up working. And then we'd be playing against this Al Hilal team, and Banega would score just 6 minutes in. They'd return the favor 14 minutes into the game. I would sim the rest of it. Miranda would take a yellow, or a red card, sorry, and Murillo would get an injury. But then, guys, we'd be looking through our short list, just some high potential midfielders as well as fullbacks that we were looking for, and maybe one or two attackers. But Florenzi is definitely going to be a player we're looking into because he's an Italian native. And we'd be offering something around 32 million euros for Florenzi. He's a very, very good right back. I think he's got 85 potential at 25 years old. He's incredibly pacey as well, and he's got some great stamina. So just all around exactly what you need in a fullback. And the other fullback we'd be looking into would be Ricardo Rodriguez. We dropped 40 million euros on him, so a big bid there. And he's got some insane crossing stats. And then the next player we'd be looking into would actually be William Carvalho from Sporting, and we tried to do a deal with a player here, and I don't think they ended up accepting it, but it was okay because we would keep trying at Carvalho because he's a very, very strong and sturdy defensive midfielder who is so hard to play against. So we'd offer Felipe Melo as well as 35 million euros, and I don't think Sporting ended up biting on that deal. But yeah, guys, then we advance, and after that it was kind of just like one more game here. We'd be playing against Sevilla in the kind of like second round, I think it was, but Everton was trying to buy Mauro Icardi off of us, and we countered them to just a ton of money. We wanted it more than he was worth because Icardi is going to be our #1 striker throughout this career mode, I think. So then, guys, we'd be jumping into the Sevilla match of the Asian Elite Cup. We'd just be simulating it, and we would beat Sevilla 1-0, and we'd have one game left to win the cup. And Perisic would actually get the game-winning goal for us, so very good job from him. But Sporting didn't want a player involved in the deal, they just wanted straight cash for Carvalho, so I offered them 41 million euros, which is a very big chunk of money. And Florenzi, Roma wanted 36 million euros, so we would match that because it was only 4 million more than what we had originally offered. And Wolfsburg wanted 43, and I said, you know what, 40 million is a pretty good bid, you should probably take that, considering it's like 15 to 20 million over his value already. Another player I did want to look into is Alaba, but I know already he's way too expensive, so we didn't look into him. But guys, we'd sim this last match against Wolfsburg in the final, and we would lose 2-1 against Wolfsburg, of course. And they didn't even play Ricardo Rodriguez, and they still managed to beat us. So no extra money into our huge transfer budget already. But the good news is Wolfsburg and Roma would both accept. So there's two very large fullbacks, like large potential fullbacks that will be joining our team in this episode. And yeah, we'd just be going through the contracts here, paying these players a little bit more money than their other clubs had. And then, guys, we'd be moving on. We'd actually get Carvalho deal back, and they wanted 48 million. So I decided, you know what, let's match it. May as well. We've got the money capacity to do that. So let's bring in some young studs and really get our team set solid on our youngsters. So, guys, Southampton actually wanted to buy Jovetic from us just because he was in such good form. And we were countering a lot of money for Jovetic. They weren't just going to get him for free. And then we'd actually get our deals back for our fullbacks. So we would finally sign them to our club. They would be moving in. And you'd see we unlocked some FIFA 17 achievements there. Totally worth it. And Talent Thief for something like that. So yeah, just some really solid players signed there. And our team is looking much stronger after that. But guys, Sporting did actually accept the deal we offered them because it was the right amount of money, so we'd pay him exactly what he wanted on his contract just to bring him to the club. And after that, guys, I actually did use the Young Scout report thing in the catalog for FIFA 17. So you can see this player's got anywhere from 74 to 94 potential. Pedro Carrero, I don't know if I said that right, but he's a left winger. He's pretty much like Ronaldo in a way. And yeah, we'd signed him to the club here as a future first team player on a 2-year deal, and we'd see if we could let's see if we can grow this guy into a insanely good attacker. He is left-footed. He's only 5'11 and he's 16, but guys, there is the potential that he will grow taller and he will become a stronger player as well. And guys, we actually did have some injuries in our team. Murillo was out for 5 months or something crazy like that. And then we had an injury on Gabriel, who isn't that big a player. We get 29.5 million from our 35 counter offer on Jovetic. So Jovetic is moving to Southampton. So we'd be looking for some backup type players. And yeah, guys, after that, that would pretty much do it for this episode. So yeah, guys, I'll just keep these uploads fairly regular. And if you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.